Hi, family. How are you? It's Dr. Ria, the scholarship doctor. We're back, and I don't think I put a title in my on my other platforms. So I just realized that I did it on Instagram, but I did not do it on anywhere else. So apologize about that. But we are doing a giveaway. Um, if you do not remember, guys, on September 27th, we are having the Scholarship Doctor Live awesome major event in person in the beautiful city of Las Vegas, Nevada. And so I wanted to do a giveaway for everyone today in connection with the Scholarship Doctor Live on Saturday, September 27th. So how are we going to do that? I am going to go ahead and put in the wheel of names. And everyone that responds to the live that you put your information in on the chat. Let's see, make sure the chat is on. There we go. Uh, if you put your name on the chat, then I will be able to throw your name into the wheel of names. And from there, we will choose a winner of our prize in commemoration of the Scholarship Doctor Live. So, yes. So, just to remind you, you guys, we are doing the Scholarship Doctor Live on Saturday, September 27th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Now, we would really also like some feedback on that. Maybe you're thinking, that's a little long for me. I don't know if I have that much time. If you're thinking a 3 hour session might be a little bit better for you, will you please, like, again, we're looking for some feedback. We're looking for some information. We're looking for some help to make sure that we are providing as much value to you guys, giving you the information and the details that you need. um, we're busy folk around here, and this is our busy time, but I'm really excited for our scholars as if they are working on their essays and applying to college, and everybody will have everything done by the middle of next month, and then we'll just be all the way focused on scholarships. But yeah, hello, but we are promoting this event. And so all you have to do is comment in the chat your name. Your name will go into the wheel of names, and then we will choose a winner for our giveaway in commemoration of the Scholarship Doctor Live, which is happening on Saturday, September 27th. So if you put your name into the chat, I will see that information. We'll throw it into the wheel of names, and then we'll do a giveaway. So, Ria, what is the giveaway? Well, let me tell you, I've been trying to think about what that is. But I think what it is absolutely going to be is either an online or in person ticket to the Scholarship Doctor Live. So you can choose which one you want. If you're not in the city, then you obviously probably want to do the online, but that is what we're going to be giving away. So comment your name. We'll put you in the wheel of names, and then our winner tonight will get, and I don't know, I'm trying to think. It's a really good point. I don't know if I'm giving away a ticket every night. So we might have to do this over a few days. Just keep putting those wheels and names, names in the wheels of name, the wheel of names. You don't have to be present to win, but I'm gonna make that announcement. Now that's a really look. The more I'm thinking about this, my team and I came up with this whole plan today about me doing a giveaway and really, doing this in correlation with my event. But I'm like, wait a minute, how do I get people's names? How do we do this? How do I get their contact information? So I think we'll have to do this. If you want to participate in this giveaway, then you're going to have to give me your name in the chat. we'll throw your name into the wheel of names, but your contact information, you'll have to DM me that. So I'll make sure to have that. So we kind of have a dual process there. But yeah, so we're doing an event called the Scholarship Doctor Live, and we have a number of different workshops that are going to be happening. They are kind of like quick fire, about an hour each one, but the workshop is so dynamic because you are going to be doing hands on work with myself. So we're doing writing your winning essay, searching for scholarships, slaying your scholarship application, as well as the 5 easy steps to a free degree. And then for those of you who need it, there's ACT test prep. And so, again, I met with my staff and we had an extensive meeting today. And I said, maybe you need to think about this a little bit differently. Maybe people don't want ACT test prep. Seemingly, folks were very excited about that when I had this initial idea in early summer. And, maybe now people are in school and so they're thinking about it differently. I'm not sure, but I am open, even though I might seem like a little bit closed. I really am open. Additionally, my staff was saying maybe it's too long. We have 5 hours um, uh, designated with lunch, but some of my staff was just like, maybe people can get their own lunch. Maybe it only needs to be 3 hours. So if those are deterrents or those are things that you're saying, I don't know if I want to be a part because of the time, because you feel like there's, maybe some things that you don't need or want. I just have the one event of the ACT test prep that my wonderful Mrs. Hannah will be teaching. The rest of the classes is me. So I'll be doing the direction of those on, again, writing your winning essay, finding scholarships, and then slaying your scholarship application. And of course, the 5 easy steps to a free degree. That's me, right? It's my concept, my idea. So it's going to be me, y'all. And so my staff again was a little concerned about that. They thought, maybe people don't understand that you're actually doing it. And so why I'm saying that is because we have been selling our online sessions, and we thank God that that's going well. But the in-person has been a little bit slower. So we want people to be with us in the house. This has been a dream of mine to be able to have this type of event where I am there, hands on, helping people in person on these different parts of their applications, the essay, the application itself, understanding how you go to college for free. And I remember years ago, it probably actually was for my graduate program, I believe. I went to a conference and they had it was an hour, but it was an hour of test prep, but it was very, very impactful for me. And I remember just thinking, I got those tidbits in that short period of time, but I got that information. I was able to carry that over to my exam. Now, I did take private tutoring for I took the GRE, and I did take private tutoring for that exam. However, I would between taking that, which I probably learned some things in that class about, the importance of taking test prep. That might have been, one of the keys. But between that and, like I said, I used a private tutor who was amazing. But that investment of time, turned over to me winning hundreds of thousands of dollars in scholarships for one, and additionally being able to be accepted. If y'all didn't know, I was the first African American student to be accepted to the doctoral program in psychology at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. So, to be able to have that as a part of my repertoire, right, is very much in alignment with my test prep. And again, I took this, was in this session. You could go and it was an hour of GRE prep. And so it's something that I've always wanted to do and implement because I do really, really think that test preparation is so critical to the scholarship process. So anyway, but I am open. Like I said, I am not closed off. So if you think that maybe that's not something you all need or want. I can dig it. I can change. So please give me some feedback. But definitely, if you want to enter our contest and get your free, you can be the winner of this giveaway. I would appreciate that. And then maybe we'll just do something because, during our college fair, we always give away some kind of technology, actually, a number of technologies. Give away laptop, beats. The kids have been loving the beats, but we give away laptop beats. What are these? AirPods. So maybe that's what we can do, a giveaway of that. We are just, we just are here to give value. And um, again, this is a dream of mine. So it's something that I've wanted, but maybe it's not something everybody else wants. But this is how business goes, right? You put things out there, you see how accepting the population that you serve or want to serve is. And if it's things that people don't want, then you learn that and you move on to something else. But my hope for the Scholarship Doctor Live was to be able to provide people with resources, information, and details, and of course, support however we can at the most affordable rate. Because that's why I was hopeful that it was very, very affordable, and something that was not so time consuming, but enough for you and yours to be able to get the information, to apply for scholarships, to apply for college, to work on the debt free college experience. So, anyway, guys, go ahead if you're interested in entering the drawing for an online um, uh, ticket into the Scholarship Doctor Live. All you need to do is put your name in the chat. And when you put your name in the chat, I will load it into the wall of names, the wheel of names, and then we'll draw a name. I don't know if we're going to do it tonight, though. We might do it over a couple of nights, but at least your name will be in the wheel of names. Now, I am hopeful because I think people are coming in on Instagram that you guys can actually like do your. I hope you can do your stuff. Um, it looks like it's working. So it says go live here, but I don't know. I'm gonna just click this too. Oh, maybe it's two things, or maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't hit it and I thought I did. Oh my goodness. I think I thought I hit I think I thought I was doing live on Instagram a couple of times and I don't think I was. So, hi guys. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. Um, I'm trying to see how this is. I may not have done it correctly. Uh, let's see. I don't know. This is kind of weird. Anyway, I'm seeing myself like on the other platform, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll have to see. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I guess I should be asking my family if they could get on for me, and then they can see or know if they can hear me. I don't know if I messed that up. Anyway, everyone, yeah, so please, we'd love for you to join us for the Scholarship Doctor Live. Um, Again, this staff meeting was very enlightening. They were like, you need to share with them what you're doing. So, one thing that we're doing, you guys, is called Writing Your Winning Essay, where we will be I'm going to be leading it. I will have members of my staff in our online room as well as in the room in person. and we are going to lead you in writing your winning essay. So I will be giving tips, tools, techniques, ideas, concepts, and then we are going to actively write. So you will be going over your essay with someone there guiding you, helping you, and directing you. I mean, isn't that one of the intimidating factors of applying for scholarships? It really is. It's probably one of the most intimidating factors. I love when people are just great writers, and I have a litany of them on my docket this year. It's like, wow, this is amazing. They are so good, and they're very creative, and oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you. It's so funny. I didn't push the right button. Oh, I feel so badly. I am sorry, Instagram. I thought that I was sharing with you guys, and I'm just finding out that I was not. I didn't push the button. So now we are. But anyway, hi, how are you, Daisy? If you want to be a part of the Scholarship Doctor Live and yes, the contest, I just need your name. Just put it in the chat and then we will add you to our wheel of names. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you. No, don't worry. But you know what you could do? You can share with people the live. You can share with them about what we're doing with the Scholarship Doctor Live. Like all of those things would be very, very helpful. So now I'm trying to see how do I don't know how to get you guys. You should be in my you should be in my Restream. And you are, but I don't know why like I'm not getting all of your messages in my Restream. You should be over here. Like what's happening on YouTube. It's right here. So I'll have to work on that a little bit, but I'm glad at least that I have you guys. So yeah, so we're doing this writing your winning essay. That is going to be one of the workshop events. We're also doing slaying your scholarship application. And you guys, there's lots and lots of essays and scholarship applications that are, thank you. I will. There's lots of applications that are online. So we just always want to make sure that it's looking like, we're in third grade. That's when we learned all of our grammar and stuff. But if not, that means there's a paper application, and we want everything to be in the paper application looking stunning. And so we train in that and share with students, yes, this is what an online application should look like. This is what you should be doing. But when you have those paper applications, and they may be more rare, but when you do have them, you have the opportunity to slay this application. And we want to make sure that people are doing that they know what they're doing, how to do it. And so we teach them that process. And that is what we'll be doing with the Slaying Your Application workshop. So I just said, it's important, and I should say I said it. I got a lot of help and support from my staff who are saying, Ree, you need to tell people exactly what you're doing, what they're going to get. And then the 5 easy steps to a free degree, you guys, it is just that. I am giving you the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to staying alive in your scholarship application process. And it's a way that I've helped people to win literally millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. We should talk about that a little bit. I have huge scholarship winners. I mean, like a lot of money. Hello, welcome. How are you? Um, but Even with my students, when their numbers are huge like that, when it's like millions of dollars, they don't get to keep all of that money. Many times, my students, which is very rare, I should look up the statistics. Maybe I will, but they have won multiple free ride offers. And so free ride, I mean full ride offers. So when they've won like all of these full ride offers, hold on. When they've won all of these full ride offers, they okay, got it. Sorry, I had to block somebody. When they have all these full ride offers, you guys, they are being blessed, right? It's a wonderful thing. We love it. We are proud of them. But they can only go to one school. But let me show with you the statistics. I'm just looking it up. I didn't know um how rare really it was for students to get full rides, because my students, almost every one of my students wins. I mean, it's like 99% of my students, right, win full ride offers. So let me give you this statistic. Oh my gosh, here it is. Full ride scholarships, education plus living expenses are awarded to only 0.1% of students. Honestly, you guys, I did not know. And this comes from the Clearinghouse. It's the US scholarship statistics, the latest data, facts, and costs. And it is a clearinghouse that does all kinds of things in education. But one of them are the scholarships. But when I found out that my students are like so much in a rarity, I'll read you a few other statistics. And I was like, I thought we were doing good work, but I found I'm like, we are really the best in the world at what we do. And our students work hard, y'all. These are not kids. Like right now, I'm working with students on their common application and essays. And we're already 6 weeks in, and it will be like an 8 week process. It is going back and forth. It's them, getting feedback from me, asking them to change their subject matters, seeing if they can rethink and revisit and rework essays that they've written. It is them doing really, really dedicated community work. It's being super committed in the classroom. It's asking them to go to college when they're 15, 16, and 17 years old. So these are not like, walk in the park kind of activities. They are very committed, very determined, and very dedicated. And thankfully, in the end, that ends up being, very rewarding for them monetarily. But anyway, so let me go back and just give you some of the stats and how we stack against the statistics. So, as I mentioned, in regard to a full ride offer, that only 0.1% of students are in that number, and my students are in that number. Like, we 99% of my students get full rides. And then most of them are on multiple full ride offers. It's amazing. I'm so proud of them. I'm so blessed. Um, and then I wanted to tell, okay, here's another one. It just blew my mind. Only 0.2% of students receive scholarships worth $25,000 or more. Yeah, we do this all the time. And then they said 97% of students that are awarded scholarships receive less than $2,500. Now, that's the average scholarship probably that my students win, but they do that over and over and over again. Wow. Listen to this, you guys. And now I would agree with this. This is pretty powerful. A regular high school student can have the needed qualifications for up to 50 to 100 scholarships. They just don't know it. Man, I know I'm not looking at the chat and I'm sorry about that. But when you think about how, wow, request to join. Oh, I don't know what. Okay, well, thank you guys. I'm glad you can see me and hear me, but I'm sorry that I'm gonna have to work on how to make all of this work so that I can see you guys and see your comments and all that stuff without being in two different platforms. But this is Scholarship Solutions. Um, we are, just winning at the game so much that I didn't really know how good we actually were. And it says, as you can see, many US students and families receive some sort of scholarship funding for education, which is great, but only a very few actually, but only a very few actually, I think it's supposed to be win full ride scholarships that pay for everything. And I have student after student after student after student after student who does that. This is interesting. It says only 4% of students with a 3.5 to a 4.0 are awarded scholarships. 30% of students in the US between a 3.0 and a 3.4 actually win scholarships. That is very interesting. Yeah, it's just, I'm kind of always surprised at statistics. And you can kind of run and roll statistics the way you need or want to. But my students are again very blessed and I'm very thankful to God and I hope I don't sound haughty. The kids work really, really hard and we're there to support them, but these are hard working kiddos and they deserve every single dime that they get. But when you do hear those numbers, traditionally it is that students have, again, secured full ride offers at multiple institutions. And but what sets us apart with that, y'all, is that not only are my students doing the full ride offers, they also get money from outside scholarships. So when that stat said that the average student is winning $2,500 in scholarships, period, my students, that is their average scholarship, but it is among, you know, 10 of them. Like that was like $25,000 scholarships. Maybe that's the statistic was talking about the one time. Let me see, receive scholarships worth $25,000 or more. No, it doesn't say if it's just a one-time scholarship or multiple. But yeah, so my students are doing 25 grand in outside scholarships plus normally up to 50 plus $1,000 in outside scholarships. So not only have they secured a full ride, now they have additional money to secure incidentals. And again, how are they doing this? This is through the power of actual scholarships. They're not doing a ton of sweepstakes and contests in the regard of they don't have to do anything. And then we're just very, very grateful that they're using all of their resources, and then in the end, it's coming out to their benefit. All right, everybody. What can I answer? We want to make sure that you guys are being a part of the Scholarship Doctor Live. I probably have not done this all exactly the way I need or want to, but I'm going to be able to tell my team, guess what, guys? I work to give a giveaway, and you can still put your name uh, in the chat, and maybe some people did here on Instagram. Let's see. Don't think I see it. I do see some responses. But you can, hey, Miss Karen, girl, I'm trying to work out this Restream. It's a StreamYard, different version of StreamYard. Thought that I had everybody in one place, but no. I'm in two places. One is on Instagram and the other is in the StreamYard. I'm doing my best. Um, but yeah, I am thanking God that we are doing good work and not perfect work. But my kiddos in there, of course we work with everyone, but it's the majority of my students are traditional high school students, the majority of my clientele, and they work very, very, very hard, very diligently, very and I was a good high school student, I worked hard as well, but I didn't know everything for sure. And so I encourage my students a lot, and they continuously meet and exceed the demands, the commands, and the requirements of what we're asking of them, so they can go to college for free. So I really as close to that as possible. Okay, you guys. Well, I'm going to try it again tomorrow. I'm going to jump on this live at the same time. I'm going to figure out what I can do to get Instagram on my Restream versus having it as its own deal. Uh, so yeah, we're gonna do that. But thank you so much. Y'all remember you can participate with the Scholarship Doctor Live, and we'd love to have you in person in the house. And I think we're working on like a flash sale for those who are coming in person, and maybe it'll be for everybody. But I really am open to some suggestions and some feedback on what you need and want. Hopefully, we are meeting that need, but if you need a little bit of something else, please feel free to tell me. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much. I'm going to head over to TikTok, and we'll have a little bit of fun with them, because I went to sleep yesterday and I did not do TikTok. I am healed. My cousin Teresa is healed. We are healed. So I'm using lots of energy to do tonight because I needed to. And then, like I said, we will be back, and we're just going to keep going and flowing, and helping students to go to college for free. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate you always supporting me. Be blessed. Bye bye.